Well, the U.S. Senate is passing a bill to protect same-sex and interracial marriage in a landmark vote. This follows months of bipartisan negotiations, moving the bill one step closer to federal law. Eriquetta Koss has been speaking to local advocates in the LGBTQ+ community, and she joins us now in studio with more on what's happening here. Eriquetta.
Good evening. The proposal would put into law protections for same-sex marriages that were initially handed down by the Supreme Court in 2015. These are protections some fear would be lost following the High Court's recent decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. The bill now heads to the House and could be voted on as soon as next Tuesday.
It's the start, but it's not the end.
Andrew Moran is board president of the Rochester Out Alliance and says this news is important. But even in 2022, he says many are scared of losing rights.
On one hand, I'm glad that we have this step towards protecting our rights going forward and that we do have some bipartisan support on it. Of course, it's not going to fully protect everything as it is right now.
The law would not legalize gay marriage in all states, but it would require those states to recognize legal marriage as it occurs in others. Assemblymember Harry Bronson says he's the only openly gay member in the state legislature outside of New York City and has fought hard for marriage equality to pass here in New York State in 2011.
Well, this is certainly a good step forward for our country and for our LGBTQ community. It doesn't go as far as I would have liked it to go, but it's a really good start.
He says it's important Congress is doing this following High Court's decisions to overturn Roe v. Wade.
There were other issues that they would be looking at, and gay marriage was one of them.
Both Bronson and Moran say they're thankful, but hoping for a broader codification someday for all states.
It's sad that we are here where we have to be in this defensive position.
And after the House passed the bill with the backing of 47 Republicans, Democrats in the upper chamber pushed to do the same before midterm elections, but were unable to win the 10 votes needed from Senate Republicans. Those Republicans arguing a need for more religious freedom protections. A bipartisan group of 5 senators leading the charge crafted an amendment that ultimately persuaded enough Republicans to support the broader bill. Adam.
All right, Eriquetta, thank you. Now the House has to vote on the Senate version of this bill. We'll keep you updated when that happens.